Hi, my name is Jeff Wells, and like you, I'm a gamer. I enjoy playing games, any kind of fun. I like it. Now, today I'd like to talk to you about a game that I just got not too long ago. This is the first time I've ever tried to make a game video. Just really haven't had the interest, but this game, I'd heard about it, I picked it up, I've played it a few times now, and this one, I have to make a video on it, and this one is called Claustrophobia. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Inside the well-designed box, you get a really nicely illustrated rulebook, the Board of Destiny for the demon players, reference cards and stands for the humans, 36 beautifully illustrated map tiles, dice for stat allocation and combat, various cards for humans and demons, and markers and tokens to help keep track of different things during the course of the game. And let's not forget the 17 pre-painted miniatures. Now, I must note that I went ahead and applied an ink wash to mine and touched up the blonde hair on the blade and the brute. Although Claustrophobia has a backstory in the Eldorado universe, it's not necessary to know anything about it. The components themselves just kind of draw you right into this dark catacomb exploring, fighting for your life type of theme. It's a two-player game. On the two sides you have the humans. You have a Redeemer, who's the priestly-like fellow that leads the condemned prisoners into the catacombs. Also two condemned blade warriors and two brutes. Now, they may look alike, but one of them of each is blonde, and the cards also show this. On the demon side, we have the troglodytes. They are the fodder for the underworld. They're cheap to summon, and they're weak on their own, but if they hit in numbers, they can be quite deadly. And then we have the master demon. There are several different types of demons that can appear in the game, but we have one figure to represent them all, and you can only have one demon in play at a time. Setup is fairly quick and simple. Simply pick a scenario from the rulebook or one that you found online. Sometimes the map is pre-built, and sometimes it is explored as you play. It's played a series of rounds. Each round is divided into 4 phases. You have the initiative phase, the human action phase, the threat phase, and then the demon action phase. During the initiative phase, the human player rolls dice according to how many warriors he has alive, and then picks dice to choose the stats for that round. On the human player's action phase, one at a time, the human warriors can move, explore, fight, or they just don't have to do anything. During the threat phase, the demon player rolls dice and then places them on the Board of Destiny. Depending on what he picks, he gets special powers for his troglodytes or special advantages for that round. And then he can spend threat points and summon troglodytes and demons to the board. On the board itself, on the tiles, there are various rules as far as how many you can put on each tile. Some tiles allow you to put more, some tiles allow you to put less. Then comes the last phase of the round, the demon action phase. And this is where the demon warriors can move and fight. However, they cannot explore. Also, I should add that there are lots of other things that can help you or hinder you. The demon player has event cards, the human player has item cards, advantage cards, and the Redeemer himself may have a magical gift that he can use during the round. In combat, you roll dice according to your warrior's stats. For example, this brute has a combat rating of 3, so he'll roll 3 dice. The dice that score equal or above the enemy's defense score count as a hit. Once the hits are counted up, then you have to resolve the damage. For the human warrior, that means canceling a line of action on the reference card, making any future initiative phases a little more tricky. Demons suffer a wound for each hit, and for troglodytes, a single hit, most of the time, is enough to kill them. Now, once a human warrior has suffered enough hits to cancel all of his lines of action, he's dead. Okay, now maybe a few final thoughts. This is my new favorite game. It's a nail biter. It's intense. It draws you in. It doesn't have a lot of rules. There's elegance in the simplicity there. There's not a lot to distract you. It's quick. My first playthrough with my wife, just learning the rules only took us an hour. Most of the scenarios in here take you probably 45 minutes to an hour. If the demon player is feeling really, really aggressive and getting really lucky with some of the dice rolls, it'll take a lot less than that. It's asymmetrical. Both sides play differently. If you're playing the human side, it's a completely different game than if you're playing the demon side. So there's endless replayability there. The fact that the map tiles, it's got so many map tiles that are beautifully done, and they're all different. The map's going to be different no matter what scenario you're playing. You can play the same scenario many, many, many times, and it's still going to be different. So I guess my final thought is thank you, Croc. You have made a masterpiece here. It's great. Keep up the good work. And for everybody else out there that's thinking about getting this or not sure, or maybe like me that hadn't really heard of it until they had looked on Board Game Geek, I would say buy it now. You need it. You really do need it. And the more people that buy it, the better the chances are that there's going to be some expansion stuff coming out. So that's it. Thanks for joining me, and hope you have a good time playing Claustrophobia. Thank you.